embodied the character Martin Luther King. He's such a big person, such a powerful person. And how was that for you, getting into that body, getting into that mindset to really portray him? Like, it feels real. It feels real, like it feels like it was just him. So can you speak a little bit about that, your experience of working with the character?
Well, I think the key for me was to focus on the small things about him. He is a big personality and he is a big historical figure, but those are things that we have projected onto him. Those who knew him will tell you that he was a human being with flaws, with foibles, with insecurities. He had an ego. He was a prankster as well. You know, and those are things. I truly believe we go to the movies to see ourselves. And if you feel like you are watching an impenetrable superhuman being, there is no point of connection. And so, you know, one of the amazing things for me in having Ava as a partner in this pursuit is that that's what she's interested in. You know, we know that the speeches are something that you have to hit in terms of the cadence, the way he moved, the way we know him to be, but we were as interested in what is it like for this man to be at home with his wife while she's asking him some pretty tough questions. You know, what's it like to be in a prison cell when you just, you know, you've been beaten and just down by the circumstances. You're 10, 11 years into this fight and you're just thinking, how are we going to get through this? And your best friend is there next to you and has to pull you out of the mire of your own mind. You know, when a young man is sat next to you in a car and you are ready to throw in the towel. And in the shape of Stefan and James, you know, he says, fear not, we've come too far to turn back now. How does that play on that man's face? That, to me, was what enabled me to do the bigger moments, is by knowing who this human being is. You know, how does he take in that song that Mahalia Jackson sings to him over the phone? You know, I learned this lesson from Judi Dench, who I had the privilege of working with early on in my career, and she said, acting is reacting. You know, what happens off the line is as important as what happens on. And so focusing on that, and also the fact that this was a man who was a deeply spiritual man, and I felt that I had to take the gamble of doing all my work and then open myself up and see what flows through me. So I did something I've never done with any other role I've played before, which is to try to get to the set and forget how I think I should play it and literally react to what's coming back at me. And when you are doing marches on the actual bridge these people marched on, with some of the people who did that march, because they're now in their 60s and 70s and insisted upon marching with us, people who heard those speeches in front of the Capitol steps are right there. When a guy comes up to you and says, brother, I was there and you're doing good, you know, that goes a long way to getting under the skin of the man.
Beautiful.
Thank you.